I was very much taken by the ethologists, the people that were doing animal behavior from a European school. Konrad Lorenz, Nico Tinbergen, those kind of researchers. So when I started, I actually started as an observer of behavior. I was recording basically everything that was happening without really having too much of a theoretical background to understand or to try to understand why the animals were doing what they were doing. And I got into a very, very interesting, still extremely interesting event which we call group raids, group attacks. And this is what I was observing in South American sea lions. This is a group of subadult males, young males, that are not allowed to really be very actively involved in the reproduction. So they are not actively involved in the colony from a sexual reproduction perspective, because males, old males, mature males, do not allow them to come close to females. So what they do is they get together in groups of 5, 10, 20, 40, and they raid the colony as a group. So they attack a few adult males who cannot deal with 20 young males at the same time. So this causes a big revolution. Females are moving around by the hundreds. I'm talking by the hundreds. Pups are being separated from their mothers, and this is taking place several times per day. So I was collecting data on that and the consequences, infanticide, mother-pup separation, and other consequences, forced copulations of females, etc. And when I came here and showed that information to Bernie, he said, well, this is a gold mine from a sociobiological perspective, and that was the school that dominated the thought of animal behavior in the field at the time. So he said, here we need to know more. Others have observed that behavior before. Dr. Vaz Ferreira, for example, from Uruguay, now he passed away unfortunately, was the first one that actually recorded that behavior in Uruguay. He was describing it, and I learned from him that that was happening in other places. I discovered it on my own by observing that happening in Peninsula Valdez. So there was not much done, so I said, well, if I have the opportunity to spend a little bit more time here, learn more the way you're doing things by doing a PhD, I'm very happy to engage in this project. So couple of months actually after having arrived to the States, and I wanted to stay here. I did not want to go back to Argentina. To tell you the truth, I was tired, particularly after the 1982 war. I didn't want to go back. Bernie said, we have to go back. I want to see this. So we ended up going back in January 83, I believe, or 84, 83, with Bernie. And certainly he saw this behavior taking place all the time. So he said, that's it. This is a good project. And we started to talk about it. We submitted a few grant proposals. And at the time we got them, National Geographic, NSF helped us. And also the National Research Council of Argentina was happy for me to obtain my PhD here. And in 3 years, I collected the basic field data, and got my PhD. And since then, nobody has done much. Well, there is a student in Peru that has done quite a bit on the infanticide side of this behavior, but not much in terms of why these males gathered together. Who are they? Are they friends? How are they related, even genetically? So it's an open opportunity still to explore more of that behavior.